Piano is just scouting different expansion possibilities, but I don't know if he's actually going to go... It looks like he's not going to even go up the ramp, and he's not going to see that mineral only that Gorush is taking, it doesn't look like. So that might not... Yeah, that's going to be a shame if he doesn't see that, because he's so close. And now that medic walks right by the ramp, so he's not going to take that.
Yeah, this is interesting. So the Mutalisks did go down, so we will see some Mutalisk micro, and we've got 4 barracks now down. Now he had invested in those fire bats, taking down those. Gorush has sacrificed five sunken colonies there, so he really thought of that sunken boss. Now, that firebat finally going to see that expansion, so we will see that up. But he has all of those firebats. He now has a lot of marines as well, but I think there's gonna be pretty even when it comes to Mutalisks versus marines now, because all of those firebats will be rendered useless. Now, what I think is, when he was taking down those temples to scare off Gorush, I think he might have actually tried and attempted to take down the natural, because there were only 3 sunkers, and I think maybe even if he attempted to run by with the firebats, he could have gotten into the main base and actually did some real damage. So that was a good fake, but I think, well, it could have been better, I think. Planting those sunken colonies, those 5 sunken colonies, were a good price for that little fake, but well, we'll see what happens now when those Mutalisks get out and the games really start, and see how much Gorush's Mutalisk micro has eroded over the years. He's already plotting down a Queen's Nest, and we haven't really seen a Mutalisk yet. I haven't seen any yet. So yeah, Piano now going, what was that building? I missed it. Wow, look at that. That's artistic turret placement. He really is over-investing in those turrets, because I don't think we will... There we go, we've got Hindlisks. We've got a lot of sunkings going in, and I think Piano might actually try a bust here. He doesn't have any tanks yet though, and he's not researching siege, and he's got more lurkers incoming. So all of those turrets are going to be in vain, because it's gonna be Hindlisks all the way.
Yeah, and this is actually a really good thing for Gorush here. I think Gorush, what he did once he realized that he had to burn all of those drones and all that money on setting up different lines, 2 different lines of sunken colonies, I think what his strategy was from that point on was to say, okay, well, now I have all these sunken colonies, and I'm just going to mass up drones now, because I don't need to worry about building any attack forces at this point. So I think that's what he did, and I think that's why his economy is actually on par now with the Terran player. But yeah, like you were saying, it's kind of like the sunken colonies were also displaced by the fact that Piano set up so many damn turrets in vain. It's like sunken colonies were in vain and the turrets were in vain, so that would set them on par. But at the same time, whoa, and I just want to point this out here, that's 5 freaking hatcheries just chilling in the middle of nowhere. So that's 8 hatcheries going up total. Yeah, and the hive is up. So this is looking pretty much like an all-in mass crackling build. I don't think he's gonna have the gas to support any kind of Ultralisk build to go with the Zerglings. Maybe a couple here and there, but I think there's, yeah, look how many Lings are there. This is just going to be a mass Ling build here, and now the Terran player is trying to push on that front door. We're going to see if he's capable of doing it.
Yeah, definitely a lot of Lings, and he's got, you said 8, but I think there's 9, because unless he lost that expansion over across the map. But he has a lot of, he's definitely investing in a, lower cost units, and I don't know that it's going to pay off, just because, it's a big gamble on his part, especially with, with the way he's kind of like choked off his own exits, the one, he's got the down ramp at the back entrance that he can't really get down, and then he's got so many sunkens on his front door that are kind of containing him almost on their own. And this is what is going to hurt him. He's doing these small little runs, and now it looks like he's just going to flood out the back, and he's going to run over whatever forces that Piano has sitting there, and he's just going to go straight. I don't know if he's going to flank, maybe. It doesn't look like he's going to do anything. But he's just going to keep up Ling production, and now Defiler Mount's coming out, so he's going to try and get some swarms to aid this Ling bust, is what I'm going to call it.
Yeah, it's the swarms are bust. Otherwise, he's going to get melted. He's got +2 attack upgrade on the +2 carapace. I mean, so these units are protected. Now gonna go swarming in from both sides. Gonna wipe that first force here. Oh God! And now these fire bats are gonna have little resistance. Going to get mopped up, but those fire bats are killing a lot of units here. And what's happening here? There's reinforcements coming from Piana now. The emitter is going on the fire bat. Is only hope. The front door is bust, but Piano's force is destroyed, and now those hatcheries are just flooding units, and we are seeing absolute campaign style overrun now. God, I don't think. Well, I think yeah, Gorush needs to back off now a little bit. He's got the map, but Piano's does have these reinforcements now coming in. But look at this crackling, just like I said, little razor blades with claws once they get the attacker. First defiler is going to get irradiated. Is it going to get our swarm off? I don't think Consume's ready yet. Now look at that, just look at these. Yeah, that was, you know what Piano did? He opened the floodgates. He killed those Sunken colonies, blocking Gorush's flood from the front. So actually Gorush wanted him to kill those Sunken colonies so he could just stream out.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting analysis there. That's probably exactly what he was looking to do there also. However, there's a lot of fire bats on the ground here. I think this mass Ling build is pretty interesting, and it's pretty successful thus far, but if you just look at the piles of blood that are just spreading across the floor here, I mean, somebody get a frickin' mop. This is just sick how many kills these fire bats are getting, but yeah, there's just way too many fire bats here. But in the meantime, Gorush is setting up his 4th base, and he's looking to set up a 5th, I think, on the right side. There are fire bats all over the map, however, and Science Vessel getting picked off there. Having a hard time swallowing, talking too much. But it also looks like on the minimap that Piano is trying to set up his base also at his mineral only. I think just a couple of lurkers would massacre the shite out of these fire bats, though. Like, these Zerglings are just not going to cut it. There's just way too much splash damage. So yeah, I definitely think some lurkers need to come out here, or some Ultralisks. I think this Zergling plan, I think what he wanted to do was break that front door with it, and then just mass Zerglings into his base before he could mass up that many fire bats, because once that many fire bats are up, there's no amount of Zerglings that you could throw at the Terran player that would be effective.
Yeah, he definitely needs some lurkers. At one point, I just wanted to see Gorush kind of like that right into the middle of the game, because that's all I could think of with as many Zerglings as he was sending. But he definitely needs some lurkers to support this, because, like you said, there are so many fire bats. You know, but a nice play goes down. Very nice play gets on everything, and you know, Piano's showing some really good control with his vessels. You know, he's getting very nice irradiates off. You know, he's doing real well at keeping the defilers from doing much. But still, there's just so many fire bats. Like Frank said, there is no amount of Zerglings you could throw at this many fire bats and come out on top as a Protoss, or as a Zerg player. But here we see, the lurker is just massacring everything. None of these units stand a chance against